Back on the elCamino today, guys. I've got the thermostat. It's the oddest looking thermostat I think I've ever gotten for a car in my life. Hang on for a minute, we'll get this thing put in here. This thermostat is not $7 or $6. It's $24 because it comes with, as a whole unit, the housing, the thermostat. It even comes with a little O-ring to seal it. Looks pretty simple. I don't know if it's, I guess it's simpler than popping the housing off and cleaning it up and cleaning the gasket and all that. Maybe it's an easier thermostat, but it is more expensive. Instead of being like a $7 thermostat, which most thermostats are, it does come with the housing, so it's more. Let's get into this thing, get the antifreeze drained out of it, and see if the old thermostat is somehow stuck wide open. So we'll get the antifreeze drained out of this thing. A lot of times it'll help to pull your radiator cap off, or in this case the overflow bottle. It's all a sealed unit in this car. So you take that cap off and it'll help let the antifreeze drain out faster. And I'm going to reuse this antifreeze because I just put a new radiator in this car, I'd say 5 months ago, right before I brought it up here. So it hasn't been that long. So the antifreeze is all brand new. I didn't feel like buying new antifreeze. So we're going to go ahead and collect this stuff up, filter it, and put it back in, and we're all done. So here's our thermostat housing. It's on the lower radiator hose on a 5.3. A lot of times, your thermostat is going to be connected to your upper radiator hose, up on top of your motor somewhere. It seems to be the most common place for them, but this one, Chevy decided to put down in your lower radiator hose, which is going to be underneath your intake and air box. All that stuff on a stock Chevy is going to have to come out. This is obviously not a stock Chevy, so I've got pretty good access in here. I've got my radiator clamp, or my hose clamp, loose. I'm going to grab my little hook tool. These come in really handy when you're popping hoses off that have been stuck on a motor for a while. You just got to make sure not to poke through the radiator hose with a tip here. Get it at the correct angle. If I can get it in here. Kind of wiggle it underneath that radiator hose. Move it around a little bit. It breaks that seal. You can try and twist the hose at the same time to try and get that seal broken so you can pop the hose off. Grab a 10mm socket. Loosen these two bolts. Looks like somebody's been in there. We got some sealant around that bolt. There's just an O-ring that seals this, so I don't know why there's a bunch of sealant. Huh. So here's the O-ring that comes with the kit. Somebody's put a bunch of sealant around there. I don't know if Chevy does that or what. A bunch of sealant around there too, so we'll have to do a little bit of cleaning. What I usually use to clean off gasket material is a razor blade. Get a nice new razor blade, and it's really sharp, and if you get it right on there and just kind of cut the grit and grime off there and the old gasket stuff, seems to work pretty good without marring up the surface. All right, so I got the new thermostat housing and all bolted in there, radiator hose back on. All I've really got to do is put antifreeze back in it, fire it up, and see if it's going to warm up now. I don't see a whole lot wrong with this thermostat other than a couple pieces of chunked up rubber. So I don't know if you can see this or not. It's a pretty good close-up for you, I guess. These pieces of rubber are kind of stuck in here, right on the side. I don't know if the thermostat itself it's a seal there and that's falling apart, or if it's something that came through the system. There's another piece right here. So I don't see anything completely seized up with this thermostat. Even inside there, it's definitely not wide open. So I would think that the car would still heat up with this thermostat in it. But I guess the only way to really find out is to get antifreeze in this car and fire it up and see what happens. Hopefully I didn't waste $24. So I've got the antifreeze back in this. I had to start it up, let it circulate a little bit to get it to pull all the antifreeze back in. But it's took all the antifreeze that I drained out of it. So I'm going to take this thing for a ride down the street and see if I can get it to heat up. I'll be right back. It's a loud crow. So I'm back from a little excursion around my neighborhood here. Took about 15 minutes. Went down the street, up the street, had a little fun in the snow. Yeah, that wasn't the problem. Well, if anything, I post a video on how to replace a thermostat in a GMC Sierra, Chevy Tahoe, Suburban, whatever you want to call it. Any Chevy with a 5.3, that's where your thermostat is, and that's how to do it. But it didn't solve my problem. My motor's still not heating up. Your lower hose, it's almost cold. Upper hose, it's warm. Now this is a good 15-minute drive. I mean, I shouldn't be able to grab an upper radiator hose and hang on to it for as long as I want. It should be pretty scalding hot. I don't know where to go with this. I'm gonna hit up YouTube University again. I checked there first and couldn't find much the first time around, so maybe this time I'll hit some different search words, different keywords, see what I can figure out on this Chevy 5.3 not warming up. And cars and me, it's like a love-hate relationship. I love them and hate them all at the same point, especially when you get a problem that I just can't figure out, or it takes me a while to figure out. If anybody out there has any more ideas on what this could be, it'll run fine. It's got antifreeze in it. You see the overflow is full. It's full on antifreeze. The vent switch or the vent actuators are fine. But the hoses, even if it wasn't blowing hot air inside, the hoses should still heat up, and the hoses aren't heating up. So, yeah, I'm a little baffled at this point. So, cut this video short before it goes on with a bunch of me rambling. Take it easy, guys. Post something in the comments if you can figure something out. Till next time. Go make something.